Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host. Wow, that's nice to know that my Audi has a YouTube channel. That's really cool. Please do not speak. You have lost 10 points. And today we have Severance Season 1, Episode 3. So, yeah, the show's really good. I'm definitely intrigued, by the basic premise, where the story is headed. There's definitely a nefarious end with this corporation Lumen, why they're doing all this. We don't know that yet, but we're going to find out at some point. It has this very unsettling tone throughout, like, this corporatized world that it's created. The inns, as I guess we're going to be calling them, they're like slaves. They talk about their existence as if they should be grateful, when really they've gotten the bad end of the deal. And it's interesting, this idea that they don't have any interaction. Their memory gets wiped between the two. It's, separated and distinct. And yet, just because you don't remember something doesn't mean you can't remember how it makes you feel. Like I talked about this before, but Mark showed up to work and he started crying. Now, in the context of it, it's possible he was thinking about like his wife, his dead wife, but it's also possible that going back to that place, even though he can't remember what it's like to be there and how horrible it is, like psychologically, he can still remember how it makes him feel. Maybe he has this, visceral reaction to it on a subconscious level that caused him to, cry and other people to react the way that they have to it. Like Helly's a new hire and her immediate reaction was, I need to get the hell out of here, but there's no way to communicate with your severed self, so yeah, it's almost hopeless. I'm not sure how the hell Petey managed to do it. That part hasn't been revealed yet. It's also possible that Petey maybe even like a plan or something. They said he was a really good worker. So I don't think the boss, I forget her name, is severed. Maybe she was at one point, but I think the whole, like nosy neighbor routine is an act on her part. She's very suspicious of Mark. Probably thinks, Petey, now that he's reconnected, is a serious threat. And yeah, these first two episodes have been quite good, but we don't have enough of the puzzle yet to really make a guess of what they're actually trying to do with this whole thing. The show is excellent in a disturbing kind of way. But yeah, honestly, I just want to get right to it. But before I begin, as I talked about it before, the plan going forward is to have the severance reactions temporarily supplant the first time movie reactions, for however many weeks that will be. Do all of season one, and then future seasons will be placed on the Patreon. But in order to access them, you only have to be a free member to do so. Again, that process is literally like 2 minutes. Just sign up via email and that's it. And then you can, keep watching the show. The goal is to drive more overall traffic to the Patreon, Joe Consume Cinema. Even signing up as a free member actually does, boost things overall, makes it look a little bit better, makes the channel grow a little bit more. So it is really worth it. And yeah, that's the plan going forward. I'll keep doing movie reactions on the side for now. I'll just, build those up and save those for a future date. But yeah, that's the reasoning behind doing all of this. But as always, any support is very much appreciated. So like, comment, share, subscribe, all really helps. Signing up on the Patreon, even as a free member, also really helps too. Just boosts the metric a little bit, brings a little more attention to the channel, helps overall growth, and it's really worth it to me, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, I don't want to prolong this too much. With that, let's get right to the episode.
Anybody live in that unit next door?
No, it's just Mrs. Selvig and the other door.
Damage.
Petey? You okay?
With this sickness, I get disoriented. It's temporary.
How does he know that? It's interesting, the hallucination last episode with the black. I wonder how long Irving has been in this place. I always forget this actress's name. She was in True Romance.
But they said it would get better.
Who the hell is they?
Who's they?
They is a group of people that know Severance is a blight on mankind, and they're gonna do something about it. Don't you want to know what you're doing down there?
I'm not gonna unsever. It hasn't been a blight for me. It's helped me.
What if the cost of that help is that you're murdering people 8 hours a day and you don't even know it?
Am I?
I found a department, one they don't tell us about, one where you don't get to leave. I mean, you really don't get to leave, as in they're down there right now. I'm not gonna talk about it in here. I don't know if the monitors are bugged.
Petey, we're not at Lumen.
Where the fuck is June? June is my daughter.
Are you all right?
I'm not gonna reintegrate. I lost my wife a couple years ago in a car accident. It's helping me.
You'd come in sometimes with red eyes. You carry the hurt with you. You feel it down there too. You just don't know what it is.
We remember the pain.
Mark, I'm sorry for the racket. I'm just de-icing my stew. I put in my resignation request.
You did submit it. Please refrain from boasting about previously earned waffle parties.
Feeling attacked?
I've never seen a resignation request get such a quick turnaround.
Do I have to finish out the day, or can I skip out now?
Kelly's resignation request was denied.
Yeah, no, that can't be right. My Audi wouldn't do that.
He's gonna be so excited.
Yeah.
I hope he comes home early.
He's not going to.
She gonna intercept this package, whatever the hell it is?
What does that mean?
Why are you gonna make me throw my mug at you?
Why would you?
Get MDR to its numbers.
Okay.
What I just did was something I knew that you could handle and grow from. It was very painful for me.
Open or closed?
Both.
Prizes for gold, silver, and bronze.
No. It's how you don't die of boredom in the Perpetuity way. And come on, it'll be an excellent opportunity for everyone except Herb to bond.
They have these little rebellious moments where they make fun of the situation, but the hell is this?
The design?
Back with that refinement. Bert? Hi.
You two know each other?
We were just admiring some Lumen artwork together, very briefly.
Definer.
The board would like you to speak first.
Oh, yes, of course. Salutations. So the search for Kilmer continues. Prior to his departure, there were some troubling signs of possible reintegration.
Okay.
Humor.
Come now, children of my industry, and know the children of my blood. James Egan, current CEO.
History lives in us whether we learn it or not.
So what are we, like a dental company?
No, part of a history called the mouth wall. The bedroom of Kier.
This is giving off some serious, like, Walt Disney vibes, like a museum dedicated to the creator of the company. Employees, like, shower reverence on his memory, and he had delusions of being a god.
I'm truly sorry to see you here, Ellie. I hoped you'd just settle in.
Don't you see how fucked up this is? You can't
Not
keep...
right now, Ellie.
What is this?
Read it.
I don't want to.
No. Do.
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. None may atone for my actions but me.
I'm afraid you don't mean it. Again, please.
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. I am thankful to have been caught, my fall cut short by those with wizened hands.
Again.
Really?
Fun day.
Fuck, PD's not doing too good. He left his phone. Okay, took some time just to get my thoughts. That was another really good episode. So, Helly has done her absolute best to try and, get around the system. She tried to put a note in one of the pen caps and then swallow that. Got told that that won't work. She tried to write a message on her arms, even though it wasn't, English letters altogether. She put like half on one arm and half on the other so that when you would put them together, you'd get, an actual message. Finally, she took a fire extinguisher and bashed out the emergency, window exit. Literally tried to stick her head through so that she would have, that moment that they all have when they get in the elevator and it switches to the other person. So she would read this message of don't come back here. She put in her notice of resignation. It was rejected almost immediately. She spent the entire episode, trying to think of ways to communicate with her other half so that she could, get the hell out of here, because as far as she's concerned, this place is hell. She's operating on the delusion, unfortunately, that her outside half wouldn't do that to her if she knew just how bad it was. We had like this Walt Disney situation with the Perpetuity wing, like a built-in museum to the creator and founder and all the executives that came after. It honestly gives off like some serious Walt Disney vibes because he was insane. Watching Helen try to do, whatever she can to think of a way to get an outside message out there really just makes me question, whether or not Petey is on the up and up. So I believe he went through something legitimate that reintegrated him, but I don't know how he possibly could have gotten a message out to actually do that. So either some outside group that we don't know about just yet, like kidnapped him one day and, made him go through with it, or he's like a plant that the bosses have, sent in to look for something. Still don't know what the overall plan or scheme that the bosses have. That hasn't been revealed yet, but it absolutely points to something nefarious. It's just, what could that nefarious thing be? No clue yet. Still not enough information. It's interesting how the ends try to cope with their existence because from their perspective, this is their entire existence is just working at this dumb job. It's not clear what their purpose is or what they have to give themselves meaning. Like they make up these stories to kind of fill the gaps. They're just reaching, grasping at straws. You see someone like Irving who thinks he's in this, noble experiment or, however he justifies it to himself where he's doing this for the greater good and, there's real purpose and meaning behind it. Some of the others are just like, yeah, well, it is what it is. We're here, so might as well, create these stupid games that, mock Irving and, that type of thing. It was interesting where the one boss had that meeting with the board members who they refused to communicate with their subordinates. And as far as they're concerned, the possibility of reintegration when she brings it up, talking about Petey is just completely impossible. It's not even worth discussing. And they just abruptly end the conversation right then and there. Even though it's not even a conversation, they speak through an intermediary who's like the PR mouthpiece. You saw her doing like the television rounds. There are political groups aware of what Lumen is doing, trying to protest, trying to bring attention to this idea that, severance is evil, it's a form of slavery, that type of thing. But it just seems to fall on deaf ears. It seems that Lumen has been around for almost 150 years, maybe even more, and they've always been very powerful, very influential. They talked about how Mark lives in Lumen subsidized housing, so everything is just connected back to the company, it seems. Petey was trying to map out the inner workings of the place. It was incomplete, but you saw the break room. He had like questioned off sections that he wasn't able to gain access to. He's convinced that they're purposefully separated because they don't want them communicating too much with each other because then they might try to revolt. Some of the members pretend that they're severed when they're really not. Like you saw Mark's boss. It's pretty clear that she's not severed, even though, she pretends that she is. She spies on Mark as the nosy neighbor. It's like she's just continuing her job even though she's not at work. You saw her break into Mark's apartment, almost caught Petey, but then he managed to get out of there. Episode ends with him in custody, so who knows if he's even alive at this point. It looked like he was having like a heart attack or a seizure. The reintegration, it's pretty obvious that it's caused him brain damage. No big reveals just yet, but still super interesting, still fascinated by the show. And yeah, honestly, I just want to get to the next one. So as always, thanks for watching and peace.